There are moments in life that don't just pass through you, they settle deep, like a song only your soul can hear. You don't live them so much as feel them. They stay with you, etched into your bones. That night, with the fireplace casting soft amber light across the room, I felt it. Something unspoken hung in the air, thicker than the chill outside, louder than the wind brushing the windows. It was a pull, not of fear or cold, but of something more intimate. I didn't need words to understand it. His eyes met mine across the room, and the silence between us said everything. Earlier that day, the house had been full. Warm laughter, clinking plates, and the joyful chaos of family. My daughter and her husband Evan had come for dinner, a rare visit these days. Evan had always blended into our family so effortlessly that calling him a son had once come naturally. But somewhere along the way, something in that familiarity shifted, a look held too long, a silence too loaded, and I knew I wasn't the only one who felt it. When my daughter stepped out to take a call, it left Evan and me alone. The space between us grew dense, charged. He looked at me from the couch, his expression open but careful, like he was weighing a decision he hadn't made yet. I busied myself with throw pillows, pretending not to notice, pretending my heartbeat hadn't quickened. "You look beautiful tonight," he said, his voice soft but heavy. I froze. My fingers tightened on the pillow. I turned toward him with a calm I didn't feel. "Thank you," I murmured, voice almost lost to the crackle of the fire. We laughed too quickly, too nervously, like we were trying to erase something that was already written. After they left, I sat by the fire, wine in hand, untouched. The house felt quieter than usual, but not empty. He lingered in it, in the way his hand had brushed mine over dinner, in the way his gaze softened when he looked at me. Days passed, but he didn't fade. He called more, came by more, dropped off groceries, fixed a creaky hinge, small things that carried big weight. Each visit pulled the thread between us tighter, thinner. Then one afternoon, while I was in the garden, I heard his car. My pulse jumped before I could stop it. He greeted me with a small box, gardening gloves. "You're too good to me," I said, and heard the vulnerability in my own voice. His smile faltered, replaced by something raw. We stood in that pause again, suspended in the kind of silence that felt louder than words. I let him in. As he passed by, the brief brush of his arm against mine sent a tremor through me. We talked over iced tea, small talk layered over something deeper. Our hands brushed, again and again, not by accident. We both knew. "You seem different," he said, almost gently. "Do I?" I asked, pretending I didn't know. He nodded. "Happier, or maybe not." "Life changes," I said simply. Then he reached across the table and touched my hand. I should have pulled away, should have laughed it off, but I didn't. I let it happen. "I don't want you to be lonely," he said. "I'm not," I lied. He looked at me like he knew better. "You deserve to be happy." The words hung there, too honest, too true. When he left, I stood at the door long after it closed, my heart still racing. We hadn't done anything, no lines crossed, no declarations made, and yet everything had changed. The days that followed became a quiet struggle. I buried myself in routine, trying to silence the part of me that waited for his name to flash on my phone. One night, it did. "Hey," he said, voice low, familiar. "Hey," I whispered back. "I was thinking about you." I paused. "I was thinking about you, too. Can I see you?" His vulnerability shattered what little resistance I had. "Yes," I breathed. When he arrived, headlights slicing the night, I opened the door without hesitation. He stood there, hands deep in his pockets, eyes searching mine. Without a word, I let him in. We sat by the fire again, but it wasn't like before. The air had shifted. He leaned forward, his voice unsteady. I didn't know if I should come, but I couldn't stay away. "I'm glad you did," I whispered. We were quiet. His hand reached for mine, gentle, hesitant, but sure, and I held it tightly. Neither of us moved. We didn't need to. You deserve to be loved in all the ways you've given love, he said. You deserve to be chosen. Tears stung my eyes. He wasn't just speaking to the woman in front of him. He was speaking to every lonely part of me I'd buried over the years. I don't know what this is, I whispered. I don't know where it goes. Neither do I, he said. But I'm not ready to let it go. I'm scared. Me too. And still we sat there, together, trembling but steady, not chasing anything, not rushing, just feeling. Eventually he stood and pulled me gently into his arms. No kiss, no declarations, just warmth, reassurance. He stepped back, brushed a strand of hair behind my ear.